Right, hello guys, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about why Call of Duty needs to have a Forge mode, especially in its upcoming games. I think there's never been a better time now, like ever, in Call of Duty to have a Forge mode. And if you guys don't know what a Forge mode is, don't worry, I will be explaining that in today's video, what I'm kind of talking about when I say that Call of Duty needs to add a Forge mode. But if any of you that do know what a Forge mode is, let me know in the comments down below before we get into the video. Do you agree? Do you think Call of Duty needs to add its own version of a Forge mode to its future games? Let me know in the comments down below, and let me know what your thoughts and opinions are of that idea. But if you guys are new and sort of have never ever heard of a Forge mode or what that is, basically a Forge mode, most people will probably reminiscent with Halo back in the day, where you basically use the assets in the game and create your own custom maps, custom like game modes, all this sort of thing. It's not the same as like in Call of Duty, where yes, you can go into a game mode, like you can go into custom games and, you know, change the time limit and change it to hardcore and stuff. We are talking about physical map elements that you can pick and spawn in. You can like spawn in, you know, many different, like all the assets you're seeing. Like right now in this gameplay, you can see a truck. You can pick that up and move it. You can spawn in these blocks, all that type of thing is what you can have. And the best thing actually in Call of Duty to say something similar, which I also agree with should be something that should be added, not just and call it a Forge mode, but mod tools. Now, no, I'm not talking about mods where you know, you get aimbot and you shoot for the wall and all the crazy cheating that we've had here in MW3 and Warzone. I'm talking about mod tools where you get to make actual custom maps, like you get to create actual maps. And the best thing to compare that to is, if you guys didn't know, Black Ops 3 on the PC only, so it wasn't on console, but Black Ops 3 on PC does have mod tools. And those mod tools allowed people to create incredible custom maps. Like, we're talking about being a serial like map developer here. Like, this is pretty complex stuff basically to make a map. But if you were someone who kind of knows how to make maps and stuff, and kind of in that space of being a game developer and stuff, you can make maps and stuff, and really cool custom maps. And if you guys haven't seen, we have seen some incredible stuff from that tool. There's people now who still play Black Ops 3 on PC simply because of the mod tools. Like, they create custom maps for zombies, you can do for multiplayer, but most people would reminiscent with the mod tools that have been used to make zombies maps. And there have been some incredible, and I mean incredible, zombies maps created because of these mod tools on Black Ops 3 on PC. And I believe now, better than, like, there's never been a better time ever in Call of Duty than to have a Forge mode added to Call of Duty that both works for PC and console. Now, probably not as complex as what you can make it on PC, how it works on Black Ops 3 on PC for console, but you could at least add a Forge mode or a Halo-style Forge mode to console and create a massive, vast community where you can create custom maps for zombies or multiplayer, stuff like that, using a Forge mode. And for those on PC, giving them the complex tools that were added in Black Ops 3, basically just bringing back the Black Ops 3 mod tools for those on PC, so those who are on PC can create those incredible custom maps, custom zombies maps, custom multiplayer maps on their PCs, and make it a community-wide thing. Make it a thing where you can download it from a community tab. You know, you can play on console, but you can download custom zombies maps from those who make them on PC. You can create your own maps using the Forge mode on console. I believe this is something that is very possible here. You know, even even now, like, I think this is something that is very possible now, not even having to wait until like next year or something. Now, is this something that's realistically going to come anytime soon? I doubt it. I very highly doubt it. I think, you know, Call of Duty, Activision, all that, has certain ways of doing things at the moment. They're kind of all focused on Black Ops 6, releasing just its multiplayer, zombies, you know, and I don't think they're going to have the time, or at least, you know, want to put the effort in at this current time to creating a Forge mode and a mod tools for PC to be able to create incredible custom maps. But I think this is something that should happen. I think this would bring the PC and console community together to create unbelievably awesome, like, custom maps. And I think this would also help Activision out in the long run. I think this would give games in the future a lot of longevity for like that current title, because not only would you not have to wait every season for new maps to come out and game modes and stuff, there would be a massive lifespan created because of community-built maps that would be awesome, you know. And I don't know, maybe they could do it in the style of Fortnite. If you guys didn't know, Fortnite has a kind of thing where you can create custom maps and stuff. Yes, there's a system involves like paying the creators of those maps if your maps played loads and loads. My honest opinion that I don't think Activision is going to go out of their way to pay people who create custom maps that get people playing their game. You never know, Activision might go down that route. Maybe things will change now that they're owned by Microsoft. But I do doubt this sort of thing. But a system like that would work wonders in Call of Duty. Imagine how many people would make unbelievably cool maps so that they could, you know, obviously get themselves monetized and paid, and also create the most amazing custom maps you would ever see in Call of Duty. Because I believe fan-made stuff does end up most of the time being better than what actual developers make. Now, obviously, actual developers have to, you know, stick to a strict, like, sort of schedule, a strict load of, like, yes, you can do this, and no, you can't do that. Lots of cutting and chopping. Whereas fan-made things are just, you know, just a creative idea that someone has. Like, once that person has that idea, like, well, I've seen some incredible zombies maps from Black Ops 3 mod tools on PC. And those sorts of things being added, say for Black Ops 6, for instance, would be incredible. I'd love to see, with the return, of course, zombies coming in. Like, obviously, we had zombies the last few years now, but in Black Ops 6, we are getting, like, round-based zombies and stuff. There would be some incredible round-based zombies maps made, probably, by the community. There are some creative people out there, even if they didn't get monetized, who I know would just make unbelievably awesome free custom zombies maps. Yes, they would also be more, but I think most people would be more interested in the zombies custom maps more than anything. But there would even be incredible multiplayer modes. I'm sure someone would create a game mode that would just change Call of Duty forever, and people would play it and just go nuts with it. And I don't think it's too hard of a possibility. I think consoles are very capable now of having a Forge mode, especially a Halo-style Forge mode with, you know, PlayStation 5 and a Series X. I don't think this is something that should be available to be used on an Xbox One and PS4. I think it's too stressful for those consoles. You never know. Maybe they'd be able to make it so it works on those consoles. But just allow it so that people can download, even if you can't make those maps, you know, on your PS4 and your Xbox One because the console's so old. Just be able to download from a community tab, just to create a community tab where people can create these maps, get them rated, get them live, get people to be able to download and play their custom maps, and just to have an amazing experience. And again, like I said, I think it gives so much longevity to a Call of Duty game, and people won't have to wait around for new content. There'll be new content every day. Have a system where they can approve maps, of course, because of course this is something where people are able to create certain things. There's going to be some people who are going to abuse it. Like, let's be honest, let's talk about Emblem Editor back in the day. A lot of people made some crazy emblems, didn't they? You know, that's kind of why we don't have the Emblem Editor anymore. But make a system where, you know, these maps have to be approved first, and then once they're approved by Activision or someone who, you know, is looking over these maps, checking that they're not, you know, offensive or anything like that, and allowing them to go live. And once they go live, people can play and, you know, use those maps as much as they want. Just download it to their console. Yes, I know most people will be like, well, if I don't want, you know, it's Call of Duty already has massive downloads, so why would I want to download more maps? I get that sentiment, but obviously there's going to have to be a system there where you probably have to download the maps or something, because I doubt they'll just make it, I don't know, where you could just play any map at any given time. Call of Duty would probably take up way more space on your hard drive if that had to be the case. So I think this is an idea that should realistically have been happening, or at least thought of. And I don't know if I'm like the first one to really think of this thing, like this sort of thing, or, you know, maybe I had the idea of this. I don't think it's too crazy of a possibility. I don't think it's something that's completely out of the reach of Activision to do. The only thing that does obviously hurt Call of Duty, and a reason why I think this will never be a thing, is one, I believe Call of Duty obviously releasing every year does mean it would be such a massive thing to like do and add to a Call of Duty for it to then not be usable pretty much by the like next year or the year after that. Yes, most Call of Duty games now are supposed to have 2-year life cycles, so that would be a good thing. And at the very least, you know, people can still play that game. It's not like, let's say they release MW4 or whatever it's going to be called after Black Ops 6, that you couldn't play Black Ops 6 with a Forge mode or these mod tool menus and stuff. That's not saying that wouldn't be possible, but obviously Activision would want you to move on to the next game. So that is also a second reason, which is I don't believe why this won't happen, or why I believe this won't happen, is simply because Activision wants people to move on to the next game, unless there's a way they could make it implement into the whole Call of Duty HQ tab, which I believe is very, very possible. We've obviously seen they put all the games on there. I don't know, but it's kind of my thoughts there. I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below. Do you agree? Do you think Call of Duty needs a Forge mode and PC players to be able to have mod tools in order to be able to create incredible custom maps for Call of Duty in the future? Let me know your thoughts down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe notifications on. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.